Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. WWE Raw ended this week with an exclamation point in the form of a Drew McIntyre return. He was not expected back so soon. But then it happened, and he easily fits into the story revolving around the OG bloodline. While it is unclear which direction the company takes with McIntyre on the road to WrestleMania 41, the fact of the matter is that the Scot was dying to step back in the ring. According to WWE's Kiko Triple H, in an interview with Sports Illustrated, the game revealed that Drew McIntyre was not injured despite needing 16 staples following his gruesome Hell in a Cell match against CM Punk at Bad Blood in October. But then they waited for the right moment to utilize a star of his stature. H further noted that they can afford to do that today because the roster is deep. The Scottish Warrior hit Sami Zayn with a Claymore in the cliffhanger ending of WWE Raw this week. It is believed that he is the one who attacked Jey Uso backstage too, although that was not confirmed. Former WWE employee Tommy Carlucci is not a fan of Gunther's current reign as World Heavyweight Champion. Carlucci believes WWE can do well with Drew McIntyre taking it from here all the way to the Show of Shows in April 2025. Speaking on his podcast Behind the Turnbuckle, The Last Word, Tommy Carlucci claimed that Drew McIntyre is a better fit to represent World Wrestling Entertainment during this important time as its champion. He feels that the Scot can end up dethroning the ring general soon. On WrestleMania Sunday in April this year, Drew McIntyre won the World Heavyweight Championship from Seth Rollins in the opening contest. However, 5 minutes later, Damian Priest cashed in his Money in the Bank contract and stole the belt from him after an attack McIntyre sustained at the hands of CM Punk. In the ever-evolving world of professional wrestling, few stories have been as compelling, captivating, and electrifying as the return of Drew McIntyre to WWE. After years of fluctuating fortunes, McIntyre's journey from a promising young prospect to the chosen one, followed by a difficult period on the sidelines, and finally to one of WWE's most celebrated stars, has become a central part of the company's modern legacy. However, while fans speculated about McIntyre's return to WWE, only one person knew the intricate details of his revival: the man who has been at the helm of WWE's creative direction for years. Triple H, known for his behind-the-scenes influence and long-standing relationship with the Scottish Warrior. Triple H's insights into Drew's return to the company are nothing short of fascinating. Recently, in an exclusive interview, the game spilled the beans on McIntyre's much-anticipated return, offering a deep dive into the creative process, the emotional roller coaster, and the road to McIntyre's eventual triumphant reemergence. For Triple H, the return of Drew McIntyre was never about a singular moment or a pre-planned storyline. It was the culmination of years of careful planning, mutual respect, and a shared vision of what McIntyre could bring to WWE's future. According to Triple H, it was during the pandemic era at WWE where he first recognized McIntyre's full potential. "I had always believed in Drew," Triple H admits, speaking with a hint of pride. "Even when he was the chosen one, people didn't really understand what we saw in him. But that fire, that drive, that determination to prove himself, it was always there. He was always capable of being at the top." But it wasn't until the world was turned upside down during the pandemic that Drew really came into his own. "I saw that hunger, that grit, and I knew we needed to start working towards something bigger for him." The global pandemic forced WWE to rethink how they approach storylines and talent development. With empty arenas and a shift to a more intimate and raw presentation of professional wrestling, McIntyre's character became one of the most compelling elements of WWE programming. He won the 2020 Royal Rumble, a historic achievement that would set the stage for his career-defining moment at WrestleMania 36, where he defeated Brock Lesnar to claim his first WWE Championship. But as much as this was a momentous achievement, it was also the beginning of McIntyre's greatest challenge: navigating the complex world of WWE during a time of uncertainty. McIntyre's initial reign as WWE Champion was undeniably impressive, but it wasn't without its share of obstacles. The absence of a live audience due to COVID-19 restrictions created a unique and often isolating environment for the performers. In an era where audience reactions can make or break a storyline, McIntyre's championship reign was largely carried out in front of empty seats, something that left him grappling with the feeling of being disconnected from the very fans he worked so hard to entertain. That period was rough for Drew. Triple H confesses, "Imagine being on the biggest stage of your career, being the face of the company, and not having that instant feedback from the crowd. It was tough for everyone, but Drew took it particularly hard. He's the kind of guy who thrives on the energy of the crowd. And without that, he was left in a space where he had to find a way to keep going, even when it felt like the world was on pause." Despite these challenges, McIntyre's resilience and work ethic never wavered. However, by the time live crowds returned, WWE had entered a period of transition. New stars were emerging, and the company had to recalibrate its storylines to reflect the new landscape. McIntyre, although still a top-tier talent, found himself searching for his next major storyline, unsure of his place in the company's evolving future. For Triple H, the timing of McIntyre's return to prominence was a delicate process. As the head of WWE's creative team, he understood the importance of aligning McIntyre's return with the broader narrative arcs of the company. But this wasn't simply a matter of inserting McIntyre back into a championship feud or thrusting him into a major angle. No, Triple H knew McIntyre needed a reinvention, a redefinition of his character that would not only reignite the fans' passion for him, but also solidify his legacy as one of WWE's all-time greats. Drew needed to find his fire again, Triple H says. It wasn't just about giving him a title shot or a high-profile match. It was about giving him a purpose, a reason to keep going, and a way to reconnect with the fans on a deeper level. This was where the real magic of McIntyre's return would unfold. Triple H and McIntyre spent months developing a fresh direction for his character. The creative team understood that the audience wanted to see a more personal and relatable side of Drew. One that wasn't just about being the chosen one or a former champion, but someone who had endured and overcome personal adversity. The result was a reinvigorated Drew McIntyre, still the powerhouse of the WWE roster, but now with a renewed sense of purpose. His return was marked by a series of high-profile matches, emotionally charged promos, and an unwavering resolve that captivated the WWE universe. Fans quickly rallied behind McIntyre, and the storyline surrounding his redemption and reassertion as a main event player became one of the most compelling arcs in recent WWE history. Beyond the business side of McIntyre's return, Triple H highlights the emotional journey that both he and McIntyre went through during this period. It wasn't just about creating a successful angle. It was about bringing a friend, a former teammate, and a true WWE family member back into the fold. Triple H has always emphasized the importance of mental and emotional well-being for WWE's talent, and in Drew McIntyre, he saw a man who was fighting not just for championship gold, but for his own sense of self-worth. Drew's journey was never about winning titles or accolades, Triple H reflects. It was about regaining that sense of confidence and realizing that he was always meant to be here. He had to believe in himself again, and I think that's what made this return so special. When you've been through the ups and downs of this industry, you don't just come back for the title. Sometimes, you come back to prove to yourself that you belong at the top. As for what's next for Drew McIntyre in WWE, Triple H is adamant that this is only the beginning of a new chapter. The possibilities are endless, with potential rivalries, championship runs, and more stories waiting to unfold. With McIntyre's career now back on the right track, Triple H sees a bright future for his star. Drew has the potential to be a cornerstone of WWE for many years to come, says Triple H. The journey he's been on, the ups, the downs, the triumphs, the setbacks, they've all shaped him into the man and the performer he is today. And I truly believe we're only scratching the surface of what he can achieve. As McIntyre continues to carve out his legacy in WWE, fans can rest assured that his return was not just a moment of nostalgia, but the start of a thrilling new era in his career. Thanks to Triple H's guidance and McIntyre's unwavering determination, the Scottish Warrior is back and stronger than ever.